I hate Raiden Shogun with every fiber of my being, and before you accuse me of something like, "Ah, look, you just hate pretty women because you are probably racist, fat, ugly, woman-hating incel," and let me tell you, nothing of that is true. Except for the racist part, because have you seen elves? Those nature-loving, tree-humping, eternal-living, long-eared freaks! I'm sorry, I got off topic. But I hate this woman for an entirely different reason. And let me try to explain it to you. Before we even had a chance to arrive at Inazuma, we heard different bits and pieces of information about Raiden Shogun. Especially from our homie Zhongli. And Zhongli was like, yo homie, come here, let me tell you some disturbing shit. That Raiden Shogun bitch be crazy, man. She does not support human rights and shit. This is some good wheat, my boy. But how is that shithole called where she lives? Inazuma? That bitch should be called North Korea. Never buying that shit from Dory ever again. So when I heard all of this, I was incredibly hyped. I expected a fear-mongering, evil, communist dictator who hates her people, who hates herself, who hates me. And the first part of the quest actually gave me that. When I first laid my eyes upon her, the look she gave me, the look of absolute fucking disgust. Do you know how turned on I was? I wanted her to throw me into a dungeon, torture me every single day until she broke every single bone I had, as well as insulting every single fiber of my being. I wanted her to be like, "Your entire existence disgusts me." I want to gouge my eyes out with a knife just so I don't need to look at you. You are so incredibly unintelligent that you probably couldn't find yourself in a mirror. So why are you still here, wasting oxygen, when instead you should be jumping from the highest building you can find? And leave that oxygen you are wasting for somebody who is actually worth my time. I wanted her to be arrogant so bad, because let me tell you, do you know what is the sweetest feeling in the world? It is when there's somebody high above you who thinks that he is high and mighty, and you finally bring him down to your level and look him in the eyes and just witness the despair in their eyes as you laugh at their face. I wanted to see her fall from grace. Just imagine how satisfying it would be to look at her as she walks through Inazuma and every single citizen hating her, throwing bags of dirt, tomatoes, cans, rotten fruit at her, as she unceremoniously and disgracefully falls in the mud, and then stands up with tears in her eyes, cursing your existence. I wanted to see her fall, and what did I get? I got an uwu e-girl with a multiple personality disorder. And Mihoyo was like, no, everything she has done, all the war crimes, all the murder, the slaughter, the destruction of property, the slavery, nothing is her fault. Her other personality has done all of that. And everybody magically forgave her. Everybody forgot everything that she has done. Am I the only one who sees bullshit in all of this? And her character quest was even worse. It was basically like, "Me like dango milk now. Oh, that store didn't exist 100 years ago. Who are those people? I don't remember that existing there." Her quest is basically going with a girl on a date and showing her, giving her a tour of her own home. I am losing my goddamn mind. Why? Just Mihoyo, why? Well, actually, it's because if they made her evil, the China and the other players would actually get angry because nobody wants to pull for an evil character. I don't care. Because anything they did would be better than this. Just look at it. Ugh. It disgusts me. Fortunately for me, there is a company who understands my needs. That is Shift Up, the creators of Goddess of Victory, Nikke. Because in Nikke, there is this arrogant little bitch called Suen, and she is the worst type of person that you are ever going to meet. She is manipulative, evil, gremlin who hates everybody around her and sees herself as superior to others. And in Nikke's lore, throughout the entire story, she fucks with you in such horrible ways that you just cannot stop hating her. She is basically the catalyst for everything bad that happened in Nikke, and I hate her so fucking much. I want to strangle her with my own bare hands. But for some reason that I cannot explain, I love her so much. She is my favorite character in the entire game. If she told me to jump off the bridge, I would do it, no question asked. God, why did you make me this way? And she also has at least a little bit of redeeming qualities, which means that later in the story she can be redeemed. Or how the community says, corrected. Which will give her a lot of character development. Unlike Shogun, who is basically, I was bad, but I am good now. It doesn't make any sense, my brother. And let's talk about her motivation, because every single Archon has their own concept and motivation. Venti is like, I want to protect my people and give them freedom. Morax is like, I want to give my people the chance to grow and learn and exist independent without me. Nahida was like, I am going to forgive my people for everything they have done, and I am going to keep protecting them and give them new ways to seek knowledge. And Furina was like, I was abandoned by my god and left here to suffer for more than 100 years. But I am still going to keep my duty to protect my people. And Shogun was like, I am going to stop human progress. Because eternity. What the fuck? I just don't understand it. I really don't get it. And the worst part, she's one of the highest money-making characters ever released. I have nothing else to say. I am returning to my cave with my Suen body pillow. So don't look for me. I need to emotionally recover from this.